Hi everyone, welcome to GATE classes CSE. Now we will see bottom up parser. Bottom up parser has two types. One is operator precedence parser. Another one is LR parser. LR parser. So first we will see operator precedence parser. Operator precedence parser. This operator has a rule: only any two adjacent variables cannot be accepted. Any two adjacent variable. Any two adjacent variable, that means E derived, E T E, and T derived plus or star. E and T both are adjacent. Here T and E both are adjacent. These two adjacent variable, that means non-terminal variable, cannot be accepted by a operator precedence parser. So we will derive it. So then if we will derive it of this grammar, so then what will come? E derived E, T places we will write plus E, and E or E derived E star E. So this is the operator precedence. Now whenever in the questions will come, and in the questions also we will see, always remember that whenever operator precedence parser has given, then maybe many times questions has given, you have to find out it is the operator precedence parser or not. So this in these productions rules, of course it is not operator precedence, but you can derive it. If it is derived form, so then definitely you can say that that is the operator precedence parser. Just like here we can derive E derived to E plus E or E star E. So then it is a operator precedence parser. Okay, so first you have to derive it. If it is okay, that means then also after the derivations also no any two adjacent variables are there, so then it is a operator precedence parser. Then also two adjacent variables are come, so then you can say that it is not an operator precedence parser. So now we will see the example and we will solve it. In the operator precedence parsers, we will construct a parser operator relational table and operator functional table and graph also for checking. Now we will write in the, suppose in the grammar as given, E derived E plus T or T, T derived T star F or F, F derived ID. So this is the productions rules as given, but you can see that here it is this production rules is accepted by the operator precedence parser. Why? Because plus has given inside. E, you can, if you will check it, any two these two are adjacent variable, but one is non-terminal, another one is terminal, so it is accepted. Okay, so now we will through this productions rules we will make a operator relational table. Operator relational table. This operator relational table will write only the terminal variable ID star plus, and another one is dollar. Why we are writing in the dollar? Oh, wait, it's not a perfect diagram. ID star plus dollar. So this is for row if I am taking, yes, ID, then star plus and dollar. ID star plus and dollar. Always you try to write in the highest precedence first, because here ID is the highest precedence because it is in the row. That means ID is first reduced by F, then afterwards stars will be reduced, then afterwards plus will be reduced. So then which one is highest precedence? Whatever variables will be reduced first. So that is why ID is the higher precedence and dollar is least precedent. I will whenever I will take in the input and then I will show you why dollar is in the least precedence. Now you remember just only dollar is least precedence and ID is higher value. Dollar is always of the any productions rule, it is the least precedence, but ID doesn't mean that. If this place any other non-terminal variable is given, suppose t will come, small t, a small a has given, so then that a is of that production rule, that a is the highest precedence. So here in this production rule ID is the highest precedence, that is why I am writing ID. And always whenever you compare ID with ID, it is the error. Why? Because ID with ID we cannot check it. No any grammar has given ID with which ID will be associated first, that means which ID will be reduced first. So that is why it is error will generate. Now ID to star, ID to star, that means first you will be check row name and then column name, row name and column name. Row name is ID, column name is star. So then which one is highest precedent? ID. Okay, so ID is whenever highest precedence, give a greater than and plus. You will check it which one is highest precedence. If your left side is the highest precedence, so then suppose here ID and star has given, which one is highest precedence? This one, that is why greater than. If star and ID will check, now you knew that ID is the highest precedence, so that means star is lowest precedence, so then ID is in the right side, so that is why less than we will use it. Okay, so this is the associativity of the operator. If two operators are there except ID and ID, suppose plus and plus will check it and star will check it, that times we are going of the production rules. Plus and plus is given, so then which plus will be solved first? So then look at here is given also non-terminal variable e, and in the first letter is also in the right side in the production rule, first letter is e, so that means it is the left associative, that means this plus is left associative. So then first we will solve in the left side of the plus. If this plus, if I am writing changing the production rule t plus e, so then e is in the right side, so then this plus should be the right side plus. So that times what we will do, plus and plus if you will compare, so then right side plus will be first we will solve it. Okay, that is the meaning. Now we will check it in the star and star. If star and star you will check it, so then check it here, t has given t in the left side and right side of the first has given t, so it is the left associative. So then this star is also in the this production rule. Remember that I am telling many times in the this production rule, star is in the left associative. It's totally depend on the program in the productions rule. Okay, so then now we will check it ID to plus, compare it ID to plus, ID is given, plus is in the above, so then ID is the higher precedence, ID is the higher precedence. ID and dollar always highest. Now star and ID and dollar, because dollar will be in the input, any input dollar will become, suppose I am taking ID plus ID into ID, this is the input, and then afterwards dollar. Why we are writing in the dollar in the input? Because whenever this ID we are checking in the scanning, then afterwards dollar will come, so that means it is accepted, it is closed that input. Okay, if dollar will not come, so that means systems will be check it. So that is why dollar is there. Dollar, that means this input is finished and it is over now. So that is why dollar, so, and dollar is in the last, so that is why dollar is the least precedence. Now star and ID, star and ID, which one is higher? ID is higher precedence, so it is the less than, that means ID side will go star and star, left side star and plus, star and plus, so that means star is higher precedence. We are checking star to plus, okay, so that means star side. Now star to dollar, of course star will come first and then dollar, so then star is in the star side, we will move it. Now plus to ID, here is given plus and ID will check it, so which one is highest precedence? ID is highest precedence and this is plus is less precedence, that is why less precedence, that least precedence. So plus is least precedence, ID is the higher precedence. Okay, always remember that left side, that means right here, right side the column name. And now you have to compare it. Plus is highest, yeah, ID is highest. ID is highest, so then ID side you have to, this operator mouth will be open. And if plus is highest, so then plus side mouth will be open. This is the meaning. Plus and star, plus to star, if you will compare it, then star is highest precedence and plus is lowest precedence. So star is highest precedence. Now plus to plus, that means first plus we will solve first, so then it is left associative. Plus to dollar, of course it is the first will come. Now dollar to ID, dollar with ID will compare, so then dollar is least, so ID is the highest precedence. Star is higher, dollar to star, star is higher precedence. Dollar to plus, plus is highest precedence. And dollar to dollar, it is accepted by the program. It is accepted by the program. Now in the relational table, you can see that here in the relational table we will write only the operator. Only the operator. That means you can see that terminal variable. Terminal variables we will write it. And here how we will fill up this table? Only for the precedence and associativity of the operator. Precedence, that means many times higher and lower precedence we will check it. Otherwise associative, left associative or right associative. If same operator has given, so then associativity will check. Otherwise different operator has given, so then we will check it. It is highest precedence or lower precedence. Okay, and then we will fill up here operator relational table. Through that operator relational tables, we will draw a graph. Remember that this side all the row names I am taking here F, and all the columns name I am denoting G for the graph. Okay, so graph we are constructing F of ID, then F of star, F of plus, it is plus, then F of dollar. Okay, same places in the right side we will write G of ID, G of star, G of plus and G of dollar. Now we will construct, that means we will draw a line which side. Okay, if now look at this one is FID. First we will check it FID. FID to ID, no, that means error will generate, so then we will not connect it. Now FID is going to G star. FID is going to G star. Greater than means going. Okay, so FID is going to G star. FID is going to G plus. Column name is always plus. So FID is going to G plus. FID is going to G dollar. Going to G dollar. Now we will check it F star. Listen, F star greater means we are moving of that direction. Okay, move to F to G side. And whenever less has given less, so that means G will come to in the F side. Okay, so look at star and ID. F star with ID, but F star place in the Where is the movement? List. That means this one. So then G star will come to, that means GID will come to F star. GID will come to F star. Now F star is going to G star. F star is going to G star. Now F star is going to G plus. F star is going to G plus. F star is going to G dollar. Okay, now we will check it. F plus and ID, what is given? ID side move, so that means GID will come to F plus. GID come to F plus. GID come to F plus. Now F plus and G star, always again it is less than, that means G star will come to F plus. G star come to F plus. Now plus F plus to G plus, greater than is given, that means F plus is moving to G plus. F plus is move up to G plus. Now F plus and G dollar. F plus is going to G dollar. F plus is going to G dollar. Now dollar is displaced, that means F dollar will not go anywhere, but this one will come, that means G plus GID will come to F dollar. GID will come to F dollar. Then G stars will come to F dollar. G stars will come to F dollar. Then G plus will come to F dollar. G plus will come to F dollar, and dollar accepted. Okay, so this is the graph of this relational table. Okay, so how to construct a relational table? Remember that row name we will take F and column name we will take G, and you will compare every places. Suppose now I am checking F plus and then G plus, any value, so then F plus you will check it, F plus to G plus, so then look at here, F plus is going to G plus, so then like this, but G, that means what? Greater than. Okay, greater than is given, so that means F will move to G side. If less than is given, so that means G will come to F side. This is the meaning. Now from the graph we can find out the longest path of this operator. Longest path, so then first we'll write FID and another one you will write GID. Let's see what happened. FID are going to G star, G plus and G dollar. Okay, write down. FID is going to G star, FID is going to G plus in the another, this is the another path. Okay, because look at FID is going to G star, it is the different path. FID is going to G plus, it is the different. Every operator is going to the different, that means in the single path is there. Okay, it is the single path. Can you tell me that anyone is merged them? Nothing is here to merging. So every path is different. So that is why FID is going to G star. FID can go to G plus also. Another FID can go to G dollar also. Okay. FID has now 3 paths. Now G star to will, because now we have reached from the source node to in the, this is not a destination but G star. Now you can check it. G star can move to F plus and G star can go to F dollar. Write down. G star can move to F plus and another one is G star can go to F dollar. Okay, writing is very small. You try to write it. G star is going to F plus and G star is going to F dollar. Now through the F plus, one by one we will check it. F plus. Now we are coming to F plus. F plus is going to G plus, otherwise G dollar. G plus G dollar. Now G plus we have reached. From the G plus, where we are going? F dollar. G, look at here. G plus has only one direction, that is F dollar. It is finished. Now from the G dollar has given, the obviously it is finished. Yes, from the dollar we cannot move anywhere. So now we will check out. This is also finished because it is has given in the F dollar. Okay. Now from the plus G plus we will check it. From the G plus anywhere we can go F dollar. So this is also finished. Okay. G plus, from the G plus. Now, and G dollar has given, of course it is finished. So which one is the longest pass? For the FID to G star and G star to F plus to G plus and then G plus to F dollar. This is the longest pass. How we can find out? I already told that everything. Okay. FID is moving to these three operator, G star, G plus, G dollar. G dollar, that means it is the finish, it is the accepted, only the first path. So that we will not, because we are finding in the longest path. Longest path, not shortest path. If shortest was finding, definitely FID to G dollar. Okay, so it will remove. Now look at here, FID is going to G plus and then F dollar. So here how many paths? 1, 2, 2 paths. This is one path. It is also cancelled. Now look at FID to G star. G star has two paths, F plus and F dollar. If I am taking in the F dollar, so then FID to G star, then F. So 1, 2 path. Okay. If I choose in the F plus, so then F plus is also in the 2 path, G plus, otherwise G dollar. If I am taking the G dollar, so then 1 path, 2 path, 3 path. Path is 3. If I choose in the G plus, so then G plus, then afterwards F dollar. So first, 2, 3, 4. So which one is longest? This one. Okay. So this is the FID is going to, okay, I merge them. Wait. FID is going to G star and G star is going to F plus and F plus is going to G plus and then G plus is going to F dollar. So this is the longer 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth. Now we will come in the GID. GID we will check it. Why we are not checking the other operator, I will tell you afterwards. GID. From GID we will check it. Okay, wait. GID we will write here. From GID we will check it. GID. GID is going to star, F plus only and then F dollar, 3 places. GID is going to F star, then F plus and then F dollar. These 3 places. Look at GID to F dollar. That means this is the only one path. It is cut it now. Because it is the shortest path we are finding in the longest path. So then now we are going first in the star. F of star is going to G star. Look at F of star is going to G star and then F of star is going to G plus and F of star is going to G dollar. That means F of star is also has the 3 path. F of star has 3 path. One is F of star is going to G star. Write down G star. Then F of star is going to G plus and another one F of star is going to G dollar. Now G dollar is shortest, cut it. Now we will check it G star. From the G star you can see, from the G star we have only this is the path. So then without checking of this path, so then G star has take this one, and if I choose G plus is going to only the F dollar. So then this is also not shortest path, and this one is the longest path. Okay, and if I am taking the plus, look at F plus is given there. The F plus after G plus will come, then F dollar will come. This is also shortest path. Okay, F plus to you will go to G plus, and G plus to F dollar. So this is also shortest. This one is the longest path. So then first we'll write GID to F star. Okay, and F star to G star, and from the G stars we can write these things. Then G star to F plus to G plus, and G plus to F dollar. Okay, so this is the path. So then FID is the longest path is 1, 2, 3, 4. FID, through this longest path we can construct the operator functional table. Operator functional table. See, operator functional table. Operator functional table. Operator functional table will write in the column name same in the operator name. That means one is ID, then star plus, and then dollar, and this place will write only the graph name F and G, F and G, and column name is F and G, and column name is operator name ID star plus dollar, and row name is F and G because we are using in the two things today, F and G. Now we will fill up it here. FID, if you are going to F to FID, then what is the longest path? 1, 2, 3, 4. Write down 4. And if you are taking in the G, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write down 5. That means here we are writing in the number. That means FID's longest path is 4 and GID the longest path is 5. Now we are checking in the F star. F star where is given? Here. F star is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now G star here. Yeah, from here also G star 1, 2, 3. If you will check from here also, the 1, 2, 3. Then write 3. Now F plus. F plus is 1, 2. G plus. G plus is single. 1. Dollar is in the last. Okay. So dollar is in the last. So then write down 0, 0. Okay. Now you can see here. ID to ID, it is the null entry. In the dollar to dollar is also null entry. But in the operator functional table, you can check it, everything is accepted by of the that operator functional table. Okay, error also because ID to ID is in the null entry. But look at here, FID is 4 and GID is 5. Okay, and now through this operator, this is the advantage also, yeah, otherwise you can say that demerit also, because in the operator relational table it is the null entry is available, but operator functional table is always should be the any value is there. Okay, now check it of the this size of the operator relational table. Size of the operator relational table is 1 2 3 4, row number column number is 4 and row number is 4. 4 into 4 equal to 16. So we can say that it is n square. Yes, if operator is 5, then obviously 5 into 5 25 will come, but here you can check it 1 2 3 4, column name is 4 and row is only 2, that means 8. Okay, only 8 cells are required to fill up this data, but here 16 cells are required. So which one is less size? This one. Okay, so then you can say that this is 2's power n. Yes, 2's how it is will come in the 2's power n, it is n square. Yes, 2's power n, that means 2's power 4. No, 2's power 4, that means it will be 2n. 2n, because 2 into 4, 2 into 3, like this, 2n. This is the size of the operator functional table, and this is the size of the operator relational table, n square. Okay, now yes, we have seen already in the operator functional. Okay, now we will check through the by the input. If 2 id has given, now you will see 2 id has given, so then which id will be prefer first, which associate you will write down here f, here you will write g. Always f is in the left side, g is in the right side. Now f id, what is the value is given? 4. Right side id, what is the value is given? 5. So then which one is in the highest precedence? That means number. So g id is the highest precedence. Okay, if you will check another examples. Now plus multiplication. Okay, write down f g. Now f of plus, what is given? F of plus is 2. Write down 2. What is the g of star has given? 3. G of star has given 3. So which one is in the bigger number? 3. So that means f of plus is least precedence of, that means lower precedence of the g of star. G of star is higher. Now check from here, where is the g of star? G of star is highest precedence of plus. Yeah, plus 2 star you can go, plus 2. Look at here, it is the least precedence. Understood now? Through the parse tree also you can convert of this grammar. Okay, you will draw it, pause the video and then you will make a note, because from this in this slide I cannot provide it because I am erasing, and then afterwards I can show you the input. Through the input we will scan it on the data. Okay, through the input also and the parse tree, because it is the parser, so then we can generate the parse tree here. Suppose I am taking the one input, id plus id into id and dollar. In the input dollar is last, but in the stack dollar is first. Dollar is first. Okay, so then now id, here pointer is in the id. Now we will compare dollar with id. Now less than means poset the data and greater than means pop the data. Okay, less than means push the data and greater than means pop the data. Now dollar and id we will check it. dollar is there, dollar and ID, that means less than, that means ID will be push up here, ID is push up. Now our pointer is in the plus. Now we will check it ID and plus, that means in the stack pointer and in the input pointer we will check it, ID and plus, ID and plus. That look at here, greater than given, that means greater than means pop the data, so then we will pop it. Now we will make a parse tree. Sorry, don't write E now. What is given? ID plus ID into ID and dollar. ID, pop it means ID is going to pop to where? F. Write down F. Pop it ID. Is it clear? Now pop has given. Now again we will check it, because when I have popped the data, so that means our pointer in the stack is dollar and here input pointer is plus, so dollar and plus we will check it, dollar and plus, so that means push it, push plus. Okay, so whenever we reduce it, that means pop it, that times we will make a parse tree. Now plus is given. Now plus with ID you will check it, plus with ID, again pop it, pop it, pop it what? ID plus, plus, and what is written? ID. Yeah, plus and ID. Yes, it is the list precedence. Yes. So plus, where is plus? Plus and ID, that means plus also will be pop it. Plus is also pop it. That means this plus. We'll see pop to whom? ID plus. Yes, plus is convert to E is convert to E plus T. E plus T. This ID will not come. Wait. Then now we will check it. Dollar to ID, because plus we have popped. Now dollar to ID. Dollar to ID. That means dollar to ID. Oh, sorry, I have mistake. I have done the mistake. I already told that less than means pose. Dollar in this stack first. Check it. Dollar with ID. Dollar with ID, that means push the data. What? ID. Pushing the data, ID. When we push the data, this ID, that means stack ID and pointer in the input is plus. So ID to plus we are going, it is greater than, that means it is pop the data. Greater means pop the data. So then ID will remove it. ID will remove to whom? F. So then ID to F. Now again dollar. Dollar with plus will check it. Dollar with plus. So that means it is push the data. Push the data what? Plus. Now plus and ID will check it. Plus and ID. Look at less than has given. Less than has given, that means what? Push the data. Push what? ID. ID we have pushing. Now ID and star will check it. This one I have done mistake. Okay. So then ID and star. ID is here, star is there. So that means pop the data. Pop the data. What? ID will pop it. ID will pop it. Right here ID. ID when we will pop it. So that means ID is reduced to F. F. Okay. So then I have plus. Plus and star we will check it. Because star, still now we are not entering here. Plus and star. Plus and star. Less than. That means stars will be push the data. Now star and ID will check. Star and ID. ID will be push the data. Now ID and dollar will check. ID and dollar will check. Greater than. That means pop the data. Pop what? ID. Write down ID for the F. Done. Now star and dollar, because dollar still now doesn't entry. Okay, star and dollar. Where is star? Star and dollar. That means pop the data. Pop what? Star. Star you have to pop it. When star will pop it, these two F, F into F, that means this one, T into F is going to F into T. Yes? So then now plus and a dollar we will check it. Plus and dollar. Where is plus and dollar? Again greater, that means pop. Pop what? Plus. Pop it the plus. So then plus will pop it to, plus will pop it to these two, T and, yes, T and plus will come. Look at E plus T. So that means this plus, these two. Now these two when then come in the dollar, and dollar to F plus will be, so then F plus T will convert to E. Okay, so that dollar and dollar, dollar and dollar accepted. Okay, dollar and dollar accepted. So this is the parse tree. So through the relational table we can convert it. Okay, so then first you check it in the stack of the table. First stack of the value is in the dollar and input in the last. And how we will check it? We have seen already. So that is the operator relational table. Now we will see LR parser. LR parser has 4 types. One is LR0, second one SLR1, third LALR1, and fourth CLR1. These two is called LR0 items, and these two is called LR1 items. CLR1 another name is LR1. CLR1 another name is LR1, and these two is called LR1 items, and these two is called LR0 items. First we will see LR stands for L4, left to right scanning, left to right, left to right scanning, and R4, rightmost derivation with reverse, rightmost derivation with reverse, and this L4, left to right scanning. Okay, and this LR, every LR4 same meaning, and this S4 simple, it is called simple LR. LA4 look ahead LR, this is A and D, look ahead LR. C4 canonical LR, canonical LR. Now what is LR0 items and which one is LR1? LR0 item means whenever we are constructing the canonical collection of sets, so that times these two parsers first we are constructing only the one LR0 items for the canonical set. Okay, and from the canonical set of LR0 items we are getting in the two parser table, LR0 parser table and SLR1 parser table. Parser table are different and canonical set of LR0 items is same things here also. And which one is called LR1 items? LR1 items is nothing, it is LR0 items plus look ahead. Here we are giving in the look ahead symbol. Okay, look ahead pointer. So this is LR0 items plus look ahead is called LR1 item. Now we will see in the for the examples LR0 items. LR0 items. One example I am taking. Suppose S2 A B or B B. Okay. Then A2 epsilon B2 epsilon. This is the actual production rule. Okay, this is the actual production rule. But remember that whenever we were constructing the LR0 items, we are taking whatever starting symbol is given, then we will add it for the one augmented grammar. It is called augmented grammar. S is given, so I am taking S-2 S-2 S. This is the augmented grammar. Simple, whatever non-terminal variables is given, simply dash give it as dash to that symbol. And then now from S we are taking, write simply S2 A B or B B. Okay. Then now look at, whenever we are, this is the closure, whenever in the one diagram inside we are writing the production rules, this diagram is called a closure. Okay, so S dash to S, always first we will start from the augmented grammar, and here we will put in the dot. Every place is parsers. Whenever the canonical set of items we are constructing, that times we will give the dot and this before the variable. Why? Because that means we still now we are not reading of the that character, that variable. Okay, so dot S has given, and S is a non-terminal variable. So that is why S is non-terminal variable. So that is why we will write in the S production rules. So what is the S production rule? A B, B B. Write down. And because A also now not reading, so that is why A before that write dot and B is before that also write dot, because these two are production different. S4 we can go A B, otherwise B B. Okay, so these are the, so that is why before the later before the terminal or non-terminal doesn't mean that we will give the dot. Now you can see that this A is what? Non-terminal variables. Because of non-terminal variables we will write in the A production rule. And what is the A production rule has given? A production rule has given epsilon. Here from here B has given, so because of B then we will write B production rule. B is given epsilon. Remember that if A2 epsilon dot epsilon or A2 epsilon dot or A2 dot, these three are same. Epsilon means what? It is the null entry. Okay, so null entry, because of the null entries we can write simply dot. That means it is terminated, it is the final, it is the final items. Okay, A2 dot. So we will not write epsilon here, because before the epsilon if you will put a dot, that means now not reading. This dot means, I already told that this dot means before the any character, any variables is given, non-terminal or terminal, doesn't mean that. If dot is before that given of the that terminal or non-terminal variable, that means still now we are not reading of the that variable. Okay, so epsilon is already, it is a null entry. Epsilon is null entry. That means nothing is here. So that is why we can write simply A2 dot. That means it is the final state. So here A places I am writing dot and dot. Okay. So this is the final states. Now we will go S. Look at here. Which one is in the first letter has given. Okay. So what is the first letter? S has given. So we are going to S. S2. S dash 2. Now S. Here S before that dot has given. Now we will put it after the dot. Why? Because now we have read the S. So that is why it is. And now if whenever we are taking the statement, that means we are going to the S productions. So that is why S4 you can check it anywhere S is given. You are going, nothing is here. Only in the right side we will check it. Only the 1 plus S is given. So S dash to S. But it is here. It is didn't read it. Now we have read already. Now we will take for the A. A4 whenever taking, write down in the production rule S dash to A. Now we have read the A. So then A afterwards dot A, B. And because of A afterwards nothing is there. A is going to this productions rule and A here has not given in the any other A to move to this room. Now for B we will take S2 B dot A B B. Okay. S A B, and these two are already reduced item. That means it is the final item. So we cannot move it anywhere. Okay. Keep it here. Now we will check it. This is completed because this is the final. Whenever we have read and then after dot is come in the final, suppose dot will come here final, dot will come here final, that means this production rules is completed the final item. We cannot move it here. So here we can see that A can move it from here. So A S2 A dot A B. A has completed, but this A is non-terminal variable. Non-terminal variable, so that is why we will write productions rules of A. Always remember that whenever has given, if any non-terminal variable before dot has given, so that means we will write the production rules of that variable. So what is the A's production rule? A2 dot. Write down A2 dot. We cannot write this one. Don't go for, because this is production rules of S. We are finding production rules of A. So that is why A's production rule is what? Epsilon. Epsilon means dot. We have seen already. That means it is the final items. Now here A has given A. So then S2 B A B B. Now look at here also, B is non-terminal variable. So then we will write the productions rules of B. What is the productions rules of B? That is the epsilon. Epsilon means final value, that is dot simply. Okay. This is the final value. Now we will see for A. Now we will read the A. Okay. So whenever we are reading the A, so then write S2 A dot B. A dot B, and B is the terminal variable. So we will not write in the production rules of B. Now B for S2 B A B B. Okay. This is the and then now we can check it. B is here left, so S2 A B, final. Complete it. Here also S2 B A B B, final item. Now we have reached our final item in the every place here. So this is this canonical set of LR0 items has completed. Okay, now we will see through this diagram, we will make a parser table. Okay, this one you pause the video and then write it. Okay. Now check it for the parser table. Parser table is, I already told that in the circle is called closure, and if you are going to the any non-terminal variable, this part is called go-to part. This part is called go-to part. Suppose S, A, B all are non-terminal variable, so that is why this is the go-to part. And now here is the terminal variable. This is called shift part. Shift part. It is shifting. Okay, it is shifting. B is shifting, and here B is shifting. So whenever terminal variable is given, so it is called shifting. If non-terminal variable is given, so that is called go-to part. It is the close the diagram, it is called closure. Now we will see in the LR parser table. Two parser table we will see. First we will check it in the LR0 parser table. I told that through this canonical set of LR0 items, this is the canonical set of LR0 items. From here we can construct two parser table, LR0 parser table and SLR1 parser table. Only the different in the parser table only. Suppose here is two parts in the parser table, action part and go to part. Action and go to. Action part we will write only the terminal variable. Here terminal variable is A and B. A and B. Another one dollar. Dollar is accepted by the AND. So A, B and dollar. Small a. In the action part, go to part. Action part will write A, B, dollar. And go to part will write non-terminal variable. What is the non-terminal? S, A, B. S, A, then B. Okay. Now we will give the statement name. Suppose this is I0, I1, I2, I3. You can give it the any name. I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, I8, I9. We have 9 states, 0 to 9. Okay. 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, okay, 2, I am constructing in the here 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Here action part. Action part what is given? A, B, dollar, then go to part has given S, A, B. Okay. So this is the table. Now we will check it in the I0 part. Okay. Wait, I am taking the another color. If we will check it in the I0 part, I0, look at here. Here we will write in the shifting part. Action part means shifting part or reducing part. Shifting and final value. Final reducing part I will tell you, and go to part we will write here. So you can say that from I0 we are going to S, A and B. If you are going I0 to S, which state? I1. So write down 1 here simply. If we are going I0 to A, so then which state? I2. So I0, that means 0 states to A, we are moving to state number 2. And I0 to B, if you are going, so then which state? 3 state. Write down 3. Here, check it. Any terminal variable is given. Yes, this is the final item. A2 dot and B2 dot. Both are final items. So it is A2 dot and B2 dot. Dot means in the final item. It is not a A, it is not a B also. Okay, let's wait. And we will go for the 1. From 1, we are going anywhere? No. Okay, from 1, and it is the augmented grammar. So that is why from 1 in the dollar places we will write except. Accept the data. Okay, because of the this one. Now from I2 we are going, because 1 is only the 1 and this is the accepted. Okay, complete. Now we will go for the I2 places. I2 places are shifting. Yes, it is shifting A to which place? 4. So then A is shifting from I2, that means state number 2 we are shifting A, that means this place A column where? 4. Write down shift 4 because we are shifting value, that is why S4 and state number is 4. So then write S4. Now I3, from I3, yes, from I3 also we are shifting. Shifting where? Shifting is I5. Shifting is I5. Which one? A. That means from state number 3, A is shifting to I5. I5, that means shift 5. S5. Yes. Now 2, 3 has completed. Now we are going to 4. 4 is a final variable because dot has given, and 4 is a final variable also. And then we are go to part A to 7. 4 to A we are going, 4 to A we are going 7th number state. Yes. Now 5. From 5th we are going, it is also final item, that means reduced part, and we are going B, capital B, that means 5 we are going to B where? In the 6th part, 6 number state. Now number 6 you will check. 5, yes, 5 to 6 we are okay. 6. Now number 6 if you will check, 6 is shifting part. 6 is shifting part. This is shifting part and shift to where? I9. That means from 6 we are shifting B. B we are shifting where I9, that means right S9. Okay, now we will check it 7. Seventh number state we are shifting B. From the 7th number state we are shifting B where 8. From 7th number state we are shifting B where in the 8, that means shift 8. Okay, so this is the shift part and go to part we have filled up to now. Now we will see in the reduced part. Reduced part, that means final item, whereas given in the final item. In the, look at here, in the I0 has given A to final item, B to final item. Here both are conflict. Why conflict? Because in the one closure it is called RR conflict. It is called reduced conflict. In E1 closure, it's not, conflict is two types. One is RR, that means reduce to reduce. Another one is SR, that means shift and reduce. Any closure, both are not possible, shift and reduce. If it is there, so that means it is the ambiguous problem. Okay, it is the conflict, not ambiguous, it is the conflict problem. SR, shift to reduce and reduce. Here has given reduce, A also dot and B also dot, and both are in the same place and for the same variable also, epsilon. So that is why it is the reduce conflict. Okay, so and now if you will check it any other way, here is the final item and we are going to the go to part. Go to part is no problem because shift and reduce is not, this is reduce part and shift. Here is not shifting, it is go to part. A has going capital A, that is why go to part, no problem, no issue. So then in the fourth number states we can say that it is the reduced part, final item. Okay, so now okay, you will give the name of the production rule. AAAB4, give the name 1, this is for 2, this one for 3 and this is for 4. Okay, 4 production rules are there. So A2 dot, which number? A2 dot, that means this one 3, that means reduce 3. Reduce 3 where we will write? In the fourth number state. Fourth number state, in the every places in the action part we will write reduce 3, reduce 3, reduce 3. Okay, in the we will check it. A2 dot has given the final item, so we will from here we will check it where is in the production source has given, and that is why we are giving the name because of the reduced term. Okay, because of the reduced term, so this is the production numbers 3, so that is why we will write reduce 3, where? In the state number 4, because it is I4. Now we will check it here. Here is also B dot and it is also go to part. It is not a shifting, so here is also no problem. So this is also final item and where? I5. But B2 dot, what is the production rule? It is the fourth number production rule and state number is 5. Here also, here we will write reduce 4, reduce 4, reduce 4. Only for the numbering we are giving. Now any final item is there here and these two places final item. Dot is in the after the right side observer, dot will come in the and, so that is the final item. So this is the number 8. Number 8, state number 8 in the reduced part. And what is the production rule? S2AA, that means it is the reduction number 1. Which number state? 8. 8 number state, right? R1, R1, R1. Now in the 9 number state also will write which number production rule? 2. So then write R2, R2, R2. Yes. So this is the productions rule. This is the parser table. Here 0 places as given. Now come back to here. In the I0, that means state number 0 places as given. A2 dot, B2 dot, both are final item. A2 dot is what? 3. So then write in the 0 number state R3, R3, R3. Then B2 dot, where is given? Fourth number state. write down, and this is also 0 states. So then 0 states will write R4, R4, R4. Okay. In the LR0 parser table, remember that only for the single entry will be accepted. Any parser table, not only for the LR parser table, LR0 parser table. This is a LR0 parser table. Okay. So here you can say that this grammar is a reduce conflict. This grammar is a reduce conflict because here multiple entries are there. Okay, if in the LR0 parser is reduce conflict, it doesn't mean that in the SLR also. Always remember that in the LR0 parser, canonical collection, that means canonical set of 0 items, LR0 items, is same for LR0 and SLR1. SLR, both are same. And shifting and go to part is same. Shifting and only the different is reduced part. Only the different is reduced part. Here is no places. So if okay, everything is same in the SR table, only the reduced part will be different. So I am writing here only the reduced part, action, go to. Okay, action part what is given? A, B, dollar, and then go to part S, A, B. Now, whenever reduced part is given, that state I am writing. Whenever you are making the SLR1 parsers table, you will write everything 0 to 9th number state. Okay, here is no places, that is why I am writing only the reduced part. I told that shift part and go to part. Shift part, that means this one, shift 4, shift 5, these are the same. Always remember that only for the different is only for the reduced part. Why? Because now I am telling that. Wait. So what is the reduced part here? 0 state, then 4th number state and 5th number. 0, 4th, 5th, and then 8 and 9. 8 and then 9 number state. Okay, these parts is different only. Why? Because SLR1 is follow the reduction part. We will check it in the reduction part. Look at here, R3 and R4 has given. So in the here reduction, whenever in the we will see the reduction, so then we will go in the follow up left side. Follow up A. What is the follow up A? Follow up A, that means A is here. Follow up A is what? A. And follow up A is what? B. Follow up A, write down, follow up, this is F, follow of A is A and B. Why? A followed by A and A followed by B. So that is why follow up A is A and B, because whenever we are checking for the follow functions, so then we are looking in the right side productions rule. Okay, so that is the follow up equal to A comma B. Now we will check it follow up B. What is the follow up B? Follow up, because here is dot has given and dot left side if we are going to, that is B has given. That means we are checking follow up B. In the SLR1 we will check it in the reduction part, that means reduction part, reduced part, productions rules of in the left side of follow follow up left side. Follow up left side means follow up left side. What is the follow up left side? That is here B. So what is the B? B here is given. Here is also the B followed by A, and B, this B followed by B, and this B is followed by A. So then write down follow up B equal to A comma B. And if any other production rules, final items, yes, here. Okay, so then this is follow up S. What is the follow up S? In the right side, nowhere in the S is given, and S is the starting symbol. So that is why follow up S is dollar. Follow up S is dollar. Okay, here also if you will check it, this one is also follow up S. Follow up S is dollar. Anywhere? No. Reduction done. Follow up A, follow up B. Yes, completed. Now you will check it, and this is the augmented. So don't look at here. It is only the accepted program. It is accepted. So that is why it is only the accepted part. Now, follow up A has given if 0 number states, if you will check it, R3, R4, R3 or R4, R3, that means it is the reduced part. So then follow up A, if you are checking, follow up A is what? AB has given. This follow up B also AB, and follow up A, that means this part if you want to write A, so then follow up A is A comma B. So that means these two places will write what is the production rules? 3. So then write down in the 0 states R3, R3. Yes. Now in the this production rule B2 dot in the final items, what is the production rule? Production rules number 4. And follow up B is what? A comma B. So these two places come R4, R4. But dollar places will not come, because here dollar is not here in the follow up A and B. Now we will check it in the number 4, state number 4. Where is the state number 4? Here. A2 dot, that means follow up A. Follow up A is what? A comma B. A comma A and B, these two places. Which productions rule? A2 dot, it is production number 3. So then write R3, R3. Okay. Now state number 5, B2 follow. So what is the A comma B? So that place we will write production number 4, R4, R4. Now number 8. Number 8 is the reduction part. So number 8, that means follow up S. Follow up S is what? Dollar. So dollar places we will write in the R1. R1. In the number 9, follow up S. Follow up S is what? Dollar. In the dollar places we will write 2. R2. So here also you can see that it is also reduce conflict. Reduce conflict. Okay, so this grammar is not perfect for the SLR1 also, but you can see that here every places we are writing R3, R3, R3 whenever in the reduced forms we are getting, but in the SLR1 we will write only of the follow of that production rule. Follow up left side, whatever variables as given non-terminal, that place you will check it just like this, and then that places we will write. So that is why it is generate less error. It generates less error. Okay, so SLR1 is better than LR0 parser table. Canonical collection is same. Canonical collection of LR0 items is same for the both the table, only the different in parser table. Which part is different? In the reduced form. Reduced form is different because look at shift parse, shifting is same, shifting and go to part is same in the both the table, only the different in the reduced part. Why? Because LR0 parser table in the reduced form we are writing in the every places, every action part, but in the SLR1 we are writing only in the follow of that parser. Okay, so this is these two. Now if you want to write it, so then pause the video and write it. Okay, and then now I am going to LR1 0 items. LR1 0 items, it say just only for the here we will be instructing the look ahead symbol. Same items, same grammar for I am using. So remember that here how many states are there? 9, no? Yes, ninth number states are there. Now you will check for the same grammar in the LALR and CLR. CLR1, how many number of states will come? And LR parser is called shift reduce parser also. Why? Now you have seen what is the shift reduce. Shift and reduce if in the one closure is shifting and reducing also. Okay, so this is called shift reduce. And reduce if any one closure both productions rules are final item but in the different, so then it is called a reduce confliction. So that is why LR0 not LR0, LR parser is called shift reduce parser. Okay, now we will see in the LR1 items. LR1 item, same production source we will check it as for AA, AB or BA, BB, this is B, or A2 epsilon and B2 epsilon. This is the actual grammar. Now we will augment it because in the parser we will augmented it. Okay, and LR1 items I already told that it is equivalent. It is called LR0 items plus look ahead. Here we will see in the look ahead. We will not move anywhere. We will check it in the look ahead and that place we will go. Okay, so then first I am writing in the augmented rule S-2 dot S. Okay, afterwards I am telling because of S we are writing in the production rules of S. What is the S production rule? A, B. Okay, and another one is dot B, A, B, B. Because of this A we are writing in the production rules of A. A2 dot epsilon is given, so then we will write dot. Because of B we are writing in the production rules of B. B2 dot. Now you will see here S has given. S afterwards any letter is given? Nothing. And it is the augmented rule. Then you will put it in the look ahead. And S is the starting symbol. So that is why look ahead is dollar. Now because of S we are writing in the this productions rules. So afterwards S afterwards which letter is given? Dollar. The first of dollar is dollar. First of dollar is dollar. Wait. This otherwise no issue. Sorry. This is comma dollar. Okay, and B productions also write. This is also in the part of the S productions. Then write comma dollar. Look ahead is here dollar. Now A has came because of this A we are writing in the this production rule. So then now you can say that A's afterwards how many letters are left? A, B, then dollar. So then first of A we are taking look ahead is only first of that variable. So what is the first of A? It is A. First of A is A. If you are looking first of this A, so then it will become B. Now here also if you will check it, first of A is dot. Okay, now first of B is what is come? A. If you are looking in the this B, the first of B is B. Oh, A slash B, because two variables will come here also. A slash B. Okay, first of A is A and first of this is also A, so first of A is B. Same things here, so that is why look ahead is A or B will come. Now we will see in the this one S. S for S dash to S dot dollar. Okay, it is the finished. Now this A we are moving, so then A S2 A dot A B and look ahead is dollar. Now B for S2 B dot A B and then dollar. Okay, now here this dot, remember that in the LR0 items we are not moving, but because here is given in the look ahead, we can move to in the productions rule. A is moving to A and this B is moving to A or B. Okay, so this is the final item, so here we will not write. Next we will see in the A has given. Now we will put for A in the small a, S2 A dot A B and dollar. Now A has given, yes, so then we will write in the productions rules of A. So what is the A? A is dot. A is dot and then afterwards what is given? First of B and dollar, so then B will come in as a look ahead. Okay. A afterwards we will look it. So what is the look ahead is given? B. So then B will come. Okay. Now we will check it. Let me finish this one. So then afterwards A will come. Then S2 A dot B and look ahead is dollar. And this is the final item. Then now B has given. So from this B we will look ahead. B will write. Okay. S2 A B dot and then dollar. This is the final. Now we will check it for the this B. This B for given A. First we will move to A. S2 B A B and then dollar. Look at B is the non-terminal. So because of this B, we will write the production rules of B. What is given? Epsilon. That means dot. But what is the look ahead? B and dollar. The first of B and dollar is B. Okay. Now check it here. So now we will shift it to B. S2 B dot B and then dollar. Now next for B, S2 B A B B dot and dollar. This is the LR1 items, LR0 items plus look ahead pointer. Okay. So here also look ahead is first of A, look ahead is A will come, not in the A after, because this A we are not looking. Okay. So this is wrong. Only AA will come in the both the places. So this is the LR1 canonical collections of LR1 item. Canonical collections of LR1 items. Just like in the LR0 and SLR1, shifting and go to part is same, only the reducing part is different. Same things here also we will check it. Okay, and that place in the state number is 9 is going in the LR0 items. Now we will check it. What is the LR I0, I1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Here is nothing different, but many times if you will check it in the any production rules, you will take and check it, it is the LR0, SLR1, LALR1 or CLR1. Whenever you will check it in the always LR0 items, in the LR1 item is more steps. LR1 item is more steps because of the look ahead, but here is in the same because of the two terminal variables are there. Okay, so that is why. So now we will construct in the LR1 parser table. So LR1 parser table, that means write canonical LR1 parser table. So how many steps will come? 9. Same things in the action and go to part we will write. CLOL it is. First we will construct in the CLR1. This is action part and go to part. Action part, small a, small b and dollar will come. Small a, small b and then dollar will come. Here S, A and then B will come. Zero to 9 steps. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then 9. 9 steps are there. Now we will check it in the first 0 number state. 0 number states in the two final items. A, in the SLR1 we are checking in the follow up A, but here we will go to the look ahead. So what is the look ahead? Here also give the production rule 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now A to A, this look ahead is A, that means A places we are writing in the reduced part. So what is the production rule? 3, only the A part will write. A part write down R3. Okay, understood that we are writing in the reduced part or shift part, any part, only the look ahead place, only the look ahead place. So A. Now in the B, what is the B's production rule? Production number 4, but and state number is 0. From the state number 0 we are moving to A. So this is also A, look ahead is A, and production rule is 4. So this is also conflict. Many times if look ahead is here, B will come. So of course it is not a reduce confliction. Okay, because here in the same look ahead as there, that is the problem. Okay, now we will see in the state number 0 we are 2 reduced parts already written, and now we are going to S2 where in the state number 1, write down state number 1, and 0 to A we are going state number 2, write down 2, and 0 to B we are going state number 3, write down state number 3. Now from 1 it is the accepted, which place in the dollar places. Look ahead is dollar, so dollar places write down accept. Now 2, production number 2. So 2 we are going shifting A, shift A, and look at this is the final item. Okay, shift A, that means from I to, that means state number 2 we are shifting which one? A is shifting, and what is the production rule? Shifting A, and state number is 4. So then in the A places will write, this is 2 number places will write S4 because it is state number 2, not state number 1. Okay, state number 2. And now you will check it, state number 2 we are shifting A, that means from the state number 2 we are shifting A, which place? 4. So that is why shift 4, which A. And now number 3 also we are shifting A where? 5. Number 3 we are shifting A to 5, so then write S5. Now fourth number state, it is the reduced part, it is the reduced, that means final item, but look ahead is B, fourth number state, look ahead is B, and A2 dot, what is the production rule? Number 3. So then here we will write R3. Okay, R3. Now and from I4 we are going to A, that means it is the go to part. If shift part, then here also will be conflict. Okay, but it is no conflict, sir. If non-terminal variable are going and final item is there, then no problem. If terminal variable are shifting and final value is there, so that is the SR conflict. Okay, so A is shifting 4 to A is shifting to 6. 4 to A is shifting to 6. Write down A places 6. Now fifth number state, this is also final item. Okay, look at the final item, that means reduced part. So we will look ahead is B. Okay, what is the production rule? 4. What production rule is 4, so that means R4, which places? B places. B places will write R4. Look ahead is B, that is why we will put here R4. Okay, production rules is 4 and look ahead is B, so then look ahead places we will write it. Okay, now in the shift is B, B is shifting to number 8 places. B is shifting to number 8 places. Now 7th number state. Here 7th number state is final item and look ahead is dollar. So in the dollar places we will write in the, what is the production rule? 1. So then write R1. Okay, 8 number state. 8 number state, this one, 8 number state is, from the 8 number states we are shifting B. 8 number state we are shifting B to, shifting B. So then write S9, shifting which place? 9 place, so S9. And the 9 places will write in the it is the final item, and look ahead is dollar. So and what is the production rule? That is 2. So then write here R2. Look at here. This is the again in the sum values are whenever in the entries should be the less, so that means it is the error free parser. It is the error free parser. And this is the CLR1, and if you will check it in the CLR1 and from this production rules, if you will make in the LALR1 parser also, that is should be also same, because here if I want to merge it these two, yeah, I can merge it here, because look ahead is A and look ahead is B, but production rule is same. Production rule is same. And look at here, B2 dot A and B2 dot B, that is also production, but only the look ahead is different. So same things, if you will check it many times in the LALR1, merge the parse table, merge the parse because of the look ahead. Okay, if look ahead is different and grammar should be the same, so that times LALR1 parsers will merge the data and accept it. So many times if CLR1 has no conflicts, but LALR1 can be possible because of the look ahead, because it is merged that reduced part. Okay, shift part is everything is same, reduced part may be different because of the look ahead, because final items we are merging. Okay, so this is the LR1 items. Whenever we will see the question, that times easily you can understand. And every productions rules, now you will do one things in the every productions rules, you will check it, is this LR1 or not, then LR0 or not, then SLR1 or not, LALR1 or not, and CLR1 or not. Every productions rule, these 5 you will be checking. Okay, and one more things I will tell you, that this one also you will pause it and write it. You can see it here also 9 states and that will also, but many times in the CLR1 will be the more steps because of the look ahead pointer. Okay, so then you knew the famous diagram of the first will come LR0, then SLR1, then LALR1, then come CLR1, then come unambiguous grammar. Unambiguous grammar. Okay, now this side we will see. Ambiguous grammar. OUS. Unambiguous grammar. Unambiguous grammar is operator precedence parser. This is the ambiguous grammar. and may be operator precedence parser. It is unambiguous also or ambiguous also. Now LR0 is the smallest parser. LR0 is the smallest parser. Then afterwards SLR1 and then LALR1 and then CLR1. If any grammar is LL1, if any grammar is LL1, so then definitely it is the LALR1. Okay, so that is why subset will come LR0 subset of SLR1, SLR1 subset of LALR1 and subset of CLR1. Many times it is called CLR1 is called LR1. Okay, if in the questions is given LR1, don't be confused, don't take in the LR0 parser, it should be a LR1. Okay, so this is the subset. LR0 is the smallest, then SLR1, LLR1 and CLR1. CLR1 is a canonical LR is a most powerful parser and SLR is the simple to easy to implement parser. LR0 is the least powerful. Now we will, if you will check it in the step, okay, check it the steps, so then you can see that these two steps are same. Okay, here also you will same, because in the we are merging. If look ahead is different but production rule is same in the reduced part, so then you can merge it. So that is why LALR parser table, SLR parser table, LR0 parser table has in the same number of states, but CLR1 is different, more than of these three. Why? Because CLR1 look ahead is different and shifting part is different, that and it cannot be merged of the reduced parts final. That is why CLR1 is more than. So how we will write it? LR0 equal to SLR1 equal to LALR1 less than or equal to. Many times just like in these production rules we have seen, whatever examples I have given. So that production rule LALR1 or CLR1 is same and these two. So that means we can say that in the fourth. So that is why many times it is less than or equal to CLR1 item. If we will write CLR1 is here, so it is greater than. Okay, LALR1 has come because LALR1 is less than of CLR1 steps. It is the steps wise. If you will go in the steps wise, this is the roots. And now, if you will check LL1 is a subset of LALR1. And it is a subset of LALR1 is subset of CLR1. This is the parser table. Okay, no one parser table has except the ambiguous grammar. Only the operator precedence parser has accepted. Okay, unambiguous grammar every parser can accept it. If any grammar is LL1, then definitely it is LALR1. Okay, so this is the parser, and next slide we will see in the syntax directed translation. Okay, you will note down. Thank you very much for watching this video.